Hey guys, it's Ruizbros from the doghouse again, bringing you another video for staircase building. The last one was obviously the less complicated build that we're about to show you. This one's going to be a pretty long video, or somewhat of a longer video, so I hope you guys don't mind, but you guys can stick around for the tip in case you guys are more interested into building staircases like this or catwalks like this for whatever purpose you want. You can mutate it as well. Either way, it's a quick little tip for you guys. So let's get on with the build. I'll show you what we've done. And it looks simple to make, but it's also really complicated, more than one would think. So let's get on with it, and let's show you the build that we see right now, and we'll try to duplicate it. So let's go. Alright. So, as you can see, we have a staircase of this variety. It's got supports, and it's basically using supports as railings. I'll get to that on how to do that in a bit, but essentially here we go. We have this and that. We got this, and it's all the way up here. Now we could have made it more, but I just wanted to make a quick little demonstration on how to do this, or how it would look like. Obviously we can keep it going all the way up as we want. You can make it as high as you want, but this is just for reference, so I know what I'm doing when I'm showing you guys. So really quickly, what we're going to do here is we're going to make a normal staircase like that. We're going to go off what we showed you guys earlier. We're going to do this, that. No, not like that. I really hate the finicky thing. Actually, you know what? For purpose of building, we're going to change the personal view to this. And it's going to be a lot of cycling, inventory management here. So I hope you guys don't mind. But we're going to delete that, do that, do that. We get to do a little complicated thing now because we want to have the railings. We want it to match somewhat. We're going to give a general rundown of what we can do. So bear with me guys for a second. So we're just copying what we did in our last video here. Obviously, if we need to delete any pieces, we can. So we have this. You can start it off any way you want. Preferably I'm just doing it this way because this is a style that I like to do. But anyway. So what we're going to do here is actually, where's the little small walls here? Alright. So the trick to this is actually building up first. You can go as high as you like, but for demonstration purposes, we're just going to go a few floors up because it is rather time consuming. It can take a few hours if depending on how high you are going, but it is rather interesting to do. So now to start this, you see that we actually have this right now. So obviously it looks pretty horrible. We're not going to leave it like that because that's, for a builder's perspective, it's not the greatest. So we'll go, and then we will actually go up top. And what we'll do is, what we would like to do is have the railings like this, right? But we're not going to actually do that because this is, for example, we're going to imagine that the floor is here, that you're just continuing onward and forward all the way there. So that's what we want to do. Now, to get that and to have support beams actually go like that, like we have them over there, what we want to do is actually build that, and then place this guy. Can be a little finicky at times. We'll place that guy up there, and now comes the fun part, easy part. Delete this, delete that, delete this, delete that. Keeping the stairs, you go to floor at a time. Otherwise, you're gonna get yourself confused. And what you can do too, if you want to get technical with this, you can use these as railings for a corner piece. And now you can actually put a floor up top. Now this can be really finicky here. This is where the finicky part starts. Okay. So, obviously, we're only doing this because it's probably the quickest way. So does that make sense for you guys? Hopefully it does. But I messed up there. So what we're actually going to do here to get a railing on this staircase, we're going to do the same thing that we basically did down there. And we're going to match it, hopefully. Come on. It takes a lot of finicky, but once, oh, darn, see? Okay, there we go. So we have that set up now. So let's get the stair here. Okay, so we got the stairs now set up. So one could say, as you can see, I think I already messed up. So what you want to do too is you get that piece on. You get the top like that already. Get that. Then you put your stairs down once more. And it's important to do this one floor at a time. Make sure you're not going to be in the middle of the stairs. It can be really finicky again. So you just have to fight with it really. Let's recharge our hazard protection so we don't die of radiation. So as you can see, this floor is basically not done, but it looks better than it used to be. Now, to get this one looking like that, we kind of have to do the same thing here as well. So to do that, we'll actually need to do the same thing we did down there. And this is just outlining the way we want it. So we're going to have to delete these floors now. And we put them like that. And now we can, seeing how we don't need one there, the quickest way, and it is time consuming, so I do apologize for this being a longer video. However, this is a good way of showing how to get the railings done. So we're not going to put the thing there just yet, but we will show you guys. You want to put it like that, and then before you put the actual little support beam there, you want to put the little piece, little wall here. So obviously you're going to get something that looks like that's supporting that, which kind of like looks nice too. That's something that that one doesn't have. It's up to your own discretion, honestly, really. You don't really need that piece there. You could be fine if you just put a wall there and just put it like that, but to each their own. So right here, now, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did up there. So I just want to show you the fancy way of doing it, and maybe the quick way of doing it, for the sake of time. Yes. Sake of time was a concept in building these. However, so after you build that, again, it's basically repeating the same process over and over again until you get it what you want and your results done. So we're going to put the stairs now. Stairs like that. There we go. So we obviously have railings here now. And now what we want to do here is different. So I'm just taking a look at that now. You see how our railings are actually different there. So what we're going to actually have to do now is delete this, delete that, delete this, delete that, and actually put it like this. Delete this, the stairs. This will always be something you have to do sometimes, most of the time when you're building your last level. And then you can actually, we'll worry about these floating things here. I'll show you the trick on how to make it so that these support beams are also railings, so it saves you on space and you don't have to make as many railings as well. So now you notice we're missing a floor, so let's go back. Let's fix this up really quickly because we don't want to get you guys confused. It's a lot of work. I know it looks really complicated, it sounds really complicated, but once you know what you're doing and you have a general idea of the concept, you can customize it, you can fiddle around with it. So now we have that done, essentially. We're going to do the same thing here. Whoops. So let's do this. Let's do that. The easy part now. This is probably the home stretch now. So this, again, this is the finicky part, but it's pretty easy. It's all repetition from here. You can do this with wood, stone, or not stone, but concrete. You see I messed up there already. Actually, you can still place a railing of some sort there, but for sake of what we're going to do, now you see that we have this kind of like a problem here. Obviously, you see that the floor is not matched with the railings, and we don't want that. Now, what you could do is you could just add railings here all around there and put support beams at the bottom of that, but the thing is, this will be kind of off. So what you want to do to this is you want to delete this. Delete, 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 because it will be in the way for some reason. So now you're going to just lay out a frame. It can be finicky sometimes, and it will be finicky, I will not lie to you. So you want to do that, and maybe do this so it looks nice and boxy. So now what you want to do is, if it lets me, come on. Okay. Okay, good, 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 good. It will be very finicky. This build requires a lot of patience, but it looks really good if you do it correctly. So I will not lie on that. Okay. We got one floor. I think it's easier to build this these floors in first person. Or second person, or third person, sorry. There is no second person. There. Okay. So we're almost there. This is usually the hardest part of the build. So just bear with me, guys. Now, what you want to do is put it like that. So now we have railings on all ends. And voila, there we go. Now, obviously you can fix that if you want by doing a simple trick here as well. Up to you. You don't have to. If you like how it looks already, you don't have to do this, but it's up to the builder's discretion how crazy you want to get. You can do this, and you can do that. Now, in doing that, that way it looks more boxed, and then you can put a nice little floor right here. And as you can see, we have it all boxed up. Railings and all, railing over here. And now, there we go. Which is great, because this is the way it should be. Now, it's always very important. I'll show you guys. I meant to say this in this other video. We'll do it with this railing here, actually. So it's always very important to put the stairs last after you put the archway. Because if you try it like this, like the normal way, in theory, it's not going to let you do your thing. It'll say it's invalid, and it just won't do it. As you can see, invalid position. However, if you put the triangle way first, this is a little trick. Obviously I showed this in the last video, but if you put the triangle piece first, and you put the stairs last, it goes in nice and smooth. And here, if you see this, you can fix it with a nice little piece, depending on how you want to do it. Up to you. You can put it something like that, and voila. Well, that's essentially it. That's basically the same as that over there. Obviously, you can add more supports and you can attach them all to the ground, what have you. But that's how you make that little staircase, little catwalk staircase. It can take a long ass time. I won't tell you guys a lie. It's very complicated if you're depending on how high you're going. But if you want to make like back way stairs, you want to make stairways that are in buildings or whatnot, this is the way to build them outside. As far as I know, inside buildings, I'm sure you can do this as well, but I'm sure it'd be more complicated. But with that in regards, guys, I'm gonna get out of third person here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. I apologize for the long video, but it is a complicated build, and I hope you guys learned something, learned some tips. And this is Ruizbros from the Doghouse, signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and shoot, 1 second. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the flip side with some more base building tips, and yeah, that's all guys, so take it easy, and peace.